Sure enough, after a couple of months, he kind of fell off the face of the earth. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in my last video, I briefly mentioned how I had a mentor who helped me through the beginning stages of my property investing journey. So today I wanted to do a quick video on mentorship, what it is, why it's important, and what to look for when looking for a mentor. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what exactly is a mentor? Well, a mentor is somebody who helps you and advises you on something that it is that you're doing or want to achieve. And within the property context of things, a property mentor ideally is somebody who is successful in property investment and someone who you can learn from. So when I was looking for a mentor, I wanted to find someone who was successful at different strategies, buy to let, serviced accommodation, commercial to resi development. I was just looking for someone who knew the property market, was working in the property investment market, and understood it and had years of experience. The reason why it's advisable to get yourself a mentor is because ideally they have made numerous mistakes in getting to where they've got to, and they're clearly successful in what it is they do. So having a mentor means that you don't repeat the same mistakes that they did, and that you can get to be successful a lot quicker. And that's the whole point of having a mentor. Now, a lot of people ask, do you pay for a mentor or do you use a free mentor? There are people out there, there are successful property investors out there who will happily give their time and their knowledge to you. However, like most things in this world, nothing is for free. So if you can put yourself in a position where you meet someone who's successful at whatever it is they're doing, whether it's property or another field, another sector, if you can somehow, in some way, offer them something that isn't necessarily money. So some people will offer to tutor you or to advise you and help you in return for maybe your time, or maybe you have expertise in something else that the person is looking for. So say you have, I'm going to use the example of property. So say you have a property investor who's really successful at buying investment properties, however, doesn't know how to market them properly, and you happen to have a degree in marketing. So you can then joint venture with them, partner with them, and you can put yourself in a position where you ask to be mentored by them, ask them to teach you what they know about property investment in return for you helping them improve their marketing skills. So there's things like that that you can do. So no money is involved, it's just an exchange of time and expertise. However, I had, at the beginning of my investment journey, there was a guy that I met and he'd offered to mentor me basically for free because he was looking to build or set up a mentorship kind of program. And he was like, if you would like, you can be my guinea pig. I'd be happy to mentor you, and all you have to do is provide me with feedback. And I thought, this is great. I've got a free mentor and he's successful. He owns 20 or odd, properties in, I think he was investing up in Derby, which is another city in the UK. So I started with him, and sure enough, after a couple of months, he kind of fell off the face of the earth. Like, I couldn't contact him. I would email him, I would call him, and he just wouldn't return my calls. And I had him on Skype, so I knew he was online, he just wasn't getting back to me. And it was at that stage that I thought to myself, do you know what? I am going to make the investment, I'm going to take massive action, and I'm going to invest in a mentor. And by invest in a mentor, I mean pay for one, right? And a good mentor, someone who's super successful, they don't come cheap. So I remember literally, I put all of my savings, I kid you not, all of my savings into paying for, which wasn't a lot, but I put all of my savings into paying for this mentor. And I remember at the time of doing it, my whole being told me, like, I was scared, I'm not gonna lie. It's scary when you're putting that much on the line, but I thought to myself, if I'm gonna pay someone, I'm gonna be expecting a service. And I'd researched the man, I looked at testimonials from people who had been mentored by him, and he seemed really legit. So I wasn't just flinging my money down, like I'd done my research. And from the very first day that I started my mentorship program with him, I could have done that first 2 days with him and I would have felt that I'd gotten my money's worth, because he was so professional, he knew what he was talking about, and the difference, oh my gosh, the difference between the guy who was willing to mentor me for free and this guy who was offering a paid package was immense. Like, he came so correct. Like, he had like a big like folder, like these these lever arch binder folders of like different strategies, how to invest in the various different strategies, and he just had a wealth of knowledge. And so I stayed with him for a few months, actually quite a lot of months in total, and he helped me excel. He kept me accountable. He made sure I was hitting all the goals that I said I would hit. And he was also a bit of confidant. There were times, like, if you're on a property investing journey or any entrepreneurial journey, it can get so lonely, right? And having a mentor, having someone that understands it and he's been through it, he was able to advise me on like what to do when I felt down, or what to do when offers I was putting in weren't being accepted. He gave me a different perspective on things and how to approach certain things. So I genuinely, I can honestly say, hand on my heart, if I did not make that investment, I would not be an owner of an investment property right now. Like, if I hadn't paid for that mentor, I might still be just attending those training courses, those events, and not taking massive action. The mentor that I had kept me accountable, and I felt confident enough to go out there and view properties and offer on properties. So I would say a mentor is extremely useful for, one, keeping you accountable, and two, just providing you that extra support that you need. Your mentor doesn't necessarily have to be in your field either. It's just usually someone with a bit more experience who can advise you on like the do's and the don'ts, and you get to where you want to be a lot quicker. Now, whether you decide to pay for that or not, that is up to you, but I would definitely advise right now, if you can, whatever it is you're doing or want to achieve, find someone who's already in that field. Find them and ask to be mentored by them. If you don't ask, you don't get. So definitely do what you can to get yourself a mentor. Unfortunately, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for new content every Sunday. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye.